first time at speed going into turn number 1 here at Indy. They stay side by side for the lead. Logano inching ahead of Kurt Busch as they go down the backstretch.
Picking that outside line, work for Joey Logano. Use that momentum. Look at Brad Keselowski. Big aggressive move down the back straightaway.
Short shoot into turn 4. They're still side by side fighting for position. Keselowski in the 2 on the inside at the 10 of Eric Almirola.
See them side by side. That's going to be a big advantage to that car behind them.
Yeah, Buescher got a run there.
Brad did a great job of blocking, taking that run away from Buescher.
Brad takes the spot away from Almirola. And so Keselowski moves up into the 9th spot.
You can see how the field's already single filed out. Restarts, really the first 3/4 of that first lap after a restart are going to be the best opportunity to get passes made.
Currently on lap 13, and Harvick is on pit road now.
Yeah, so this might be a strategy call to pit before the yellow, but I don't believe they can take fuel. They must think they can either go all 50 laps or maybe as an issue. We'll have
Caution
to see what
is out
happens.
now, Steve.
Yeah.
Was that a good call to come to pit road right now?
I don't understand it because they can't take fuel, so they're going to put tires on this car. There's no doubt.
Yeah, how about this call, Steve? Yeah, they're going to go with 4 Goodyear tires here. I did not hear an issue at all with Kevin Harvick. We'll follow up with Rodney Childers, but again, to your point, they cannot take fuel here. Everyone else can. And remember, they won this race last year. Junior called it in the pre-race show by having short run speed and keeping track position. That's how critical it is. You'll take some crazy chances. Rodney Childers coming before the comp caution.
Pit road's open, so they're getting ready to come at you. Kelly and Marty.
And you'll see the leader there, Joey Logano, in that yellow 22 car. He's going to come to pit road. He said he fired off. He was just a little bit tight, especially in 1 and 2, but late into that run, he said the car fell off big time. He said he was in a 4-wheel drift there.
Oh, the huge wreck on pit road.
We talked about how narrow it was, and look at this. They're piled up at the end of pit road.
Piled up. There's like 6 cars you can't even get by. Huge damage to the 48, the 37 we see in there.
Unbelievable.
The chaos back here. Corey LaJoie in the 32. He's in it. The 19. Martin Truex Jr., because of the issues he had on the track, he's involved in this as well. They pile up at the entrance to pit road. So they're attending to one of the crew members from the 12 team.
Well, that's really scary, obviously. Here's this, they start coming on pit road, and they just all got stacked up right there. One driver had to slow up because of a guy turning into his pits, and then they just all stacked up.
And this is the narrowest pit road on the series.
Yeah,
24 feet, and you know, cars in their pit boxes taking up a majority of that, or some of that. And when a car does get slowed down on, you know, it's a chain reaction, a domino effect that starts way up here. And then look at the cars. There's nowhere for these guys to go because of how narrow that pit road is, and affected so many cars.
We also saw a tire got hit there. Those things are 70 pounds that just got thrown in the air there. Great to see a smile on his face. So a thumbs up and a smile. Again, that crew member for the 12 team.
Those guys are warriors. Go over the pit wall. What kind of man? Think about the nerve of that guy. Smiling after that. Wow.
And look at them fan out as they go down the front stretch.
Rick, we're going to talk about track position and how all these crew chiefs are battling for it. The drivers over here in the booth with us are talking about, you know, how one position can matter. William Byron is currently leading and perhaps going to win this stage. He stayed out. He has 30 lap older tires than the field, and he stayed out from the 6th position. So, you know, this just proves if you can get a car out front in that clean air, it improves the handling to the point where that's the whole strategy for the crew chief, to be the guy out front. It's going to come down to who can manage the fuel the best. But a great strategy call for William Byron and Eric Jones gobbling up these points.
William Byron
win. Good call.
wins stage number 1.
Going down.
Yeah, it's been a struggle today for the 88 car. They're going to come in. You see left side tires. Greg Ives making the call here. Steve, 3 to go in the stage. This is in the playbook to come before the stage ends, but I'm not sure that Alex is going to gain a ton out of this. But again, running back in the 20s for much of the day today.
Well, there's the key. He can only take left side tires because here is the leader, Kevin Harvick. You didn't have time for Greg Ives to take 4. Now it's up to Alex Bowman to have a nice pit exit. He has to use the access lane, though, here in turn 2. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to stay in front of the 4. The 4 is going to be coming with a ton of speed. Oh, he's going to have to block. Can he stay in front of him for the last couple laps? Great call if he does. Disaster if he doesn't.
Pitted running 14th.
Is he going to be able to stay in front of Harvick?
And how do left side tires drive?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times you put rights on, you're pretty sure you know what it's going to do. You put lefts on, sometimes that's a big gamble.
Great corner by the 88. If he gets past, he still get the free pass, but that's all his track position. This call is purely to stay on the lead lap. He was 8 seconds behind when he pitted. Greg Ives doing the homework, doing the math. Will it work, though?
Harvick to the inside, trying to put him a lap down.
No. Crew chief Greg Ives is like, yeah.
Snake eyes on the dice right there. Snake eyes on the gamble.
I'm telling you guys, left side tires, you know, under green, I've had them drive so bad that you feel like you have a flat. I've had them work too, but rarely do left sides under green if they work for me in the past.
Now Chase Elliott's like, don't hold me up. I got Denny Hamlin behind me, 2 more corners. Come on, old buddy. Let me go.
Last couple corners here of stage 2, and it's going to be Kevin Harvick that will get the stage win. Also getting some stage points will be Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin,
Good job, green check.
Matt DiBenedetto, Austin Dillon rounding out the top 5. Up in that front row, it's Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott. Green flag back in the air.
New player at the front in 95, Christopher Bell. The outside lane.
Harvick almost clear, but Denny Hamlin actually allowed the 9 car, helped the 9 car Chase Elliott get back up there to the inside. Now Denny Hamlin's in position. If he can clear, contact.
Made contact there with the 95.
All right, 95 is going to line up, push this 11. They're side by side up front. The 11's going to have the run.
He's going to try it. Here comes Hamlin to the inside. And Hamlin will make the pass.
Got it right in the quarter panel. Look at that move by Harvick. That's aggressive. Didn't get to the bottom right there, though. It's going to be okay. That was an impressive power move by Kevin Harvick to keep that lead.
1 and 2 once again. Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin.
Well, this is one of the 2 crown jewels that Denny Hamlin has not won. If he can check it today, that would only leave the Coca-Cola 600 for him to win. When I talked to him earlier this week, he said, I am absolutely sick of going to Indianapolis, running in the top 5, and not winning that race. Well, he's 9 laps away from checking another crown jewel box and leaving only 1 more to check.
And you see a couple of those shots. I'm looking for lap traffic. That's all Denny is worried about. He'd love to just run this race with nothing but clean air. So look way out in front of him. Not much lap traffic. There's a handful of cars right there. If Harvick can keep it close, that's his only opportunity to win this race, is if they get into lap traffic and somehow Denny gets, stumbled up there.
And Denny must have a big smile when he saw that straightaway that you and I saw on the camera, right? Nobody out there, at least a straightaway in front.
There's still 8 laps to go, though.
There's your lap traffic right there. I expect Timmy Hill to lay over and not be much of a challenge in getting these guys away and impede their way, but you just never know how you're going to catch them in the corners.
And again, let's not count out that 42 of Matt Kenseth. At 48 years old, if Matt Kenseth would win this race, he would be the oldest to win ever at Indy. Al Unser won at 47 years, 360 days. That's the oldest winner ever. Kenseth would be older.
2 laps to go. 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 2 laps
So we look back off of Kevin Harvick's onboard camera.
And Rick, let's remember, you know, we saw a restart and the craziness, but the control of this race changed on that green flag.
Oh, hard into the wall. Denny Hamlin from the lead slams into the wall. Again, we see a right side, right front failure, and Hamlin hard into the wall.
Down here if you can. Catch your breath. Talk. Just catch your breath. Sit there. They're with you now.
We mentioned it with Eric Jones slammed into the wall, one of the hardest hits, and then we see it duplicated by Denny Hamlin there. Great to see him climb out of the car.
Not only the physical pain of hitting the wall like that, but the emotional pain knowing so close to winning Brickyard 400.
He said in 2017 it was the biggest heartbreak of his career to lose that race. He came so close to winning it that day. He's got to be feeling that same heartbreak.
Chris Gapehart, the crew chief. Let's take another look.
Off into turn one, and the right front goes.
Seen some big impacts today. That's such a big hit.
Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, side by side, getting ready for the maybe final restart.
You can see the push from behind of Kenseth.
Austin Dillon also in there giving the shove to that outside line. Can he clear him? He does before they get to one.
All right, I'd say Custer did a great job there helping his teammate get out front.
That speedy drive that's on the racetrack that was blowing up, that we saw the four go through. Now it's Kenseth running second, trying to get a draft. Battle for third, teammates Eric Almirola and Cole Custer.
Harvick has been shot out of a cannon. What a restart and a mess back here for everyone else.
Through the short chute and into four. Again, if they get the white flag, the next flag will end the race.
A little contact there between the 2 and 41, Cole Custer and Keselowski as Kesey takes fourth place. Custer trying to hang on to a top 5 here.
White flag is out. One more time around. Kevin Harvick. A huge lead over Matt Kenseth. Down the backstretch for the final time. Harvick, Denny Hamlin. They've been the dominant two cars all of 2020. Hamlin crashes out as they were battling for the lead. Now Harvick trying to go back-to-back at the most famous racetrack in the world. Coming out of turn 4, Kevin Harvick is going to see the checkered flag. He wins again at the Brickyard.
Brickyard 400. Awesome job.
Big red behind him. Couple cars in the grass here. Austin
Benedetto
Dillon.
and Austin Dillon. And remember, Dillon was right up there. He was up front helping push Harvick at that restart. They were running 14th and 15th, those two cars. As a celebration for the Busch Light team, that 4 team will begin.
Oh, Matthew tries to get down in the inside. Austin, and they both end up in the fence. Oh, and another aggressive move there. Watch here. Austin just doesn't give him the room, and Matt kind of bombed in there.
And that 34 that came through Michael McDowell ended up in 7th. So that position they were racing for was going to be well inside the top 10.
Kevin, boy, I tell you, what a battle with Denny Hamlin. Had he not had his issue, did you think you maybe catch him?
Well, we knew he was going to be really close on tires, and Rodney told me on the radio, he said, just make sure you keep the pressure on him, and that was all the pressure I could give. So, those guys do a really good job. Just got to thank everybody on my Busch Light Ford Mustang, everybody from Mobil 1, Haas Automation, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Jimmy John's, everybody who is a part of this program and just keeps bringing good race cars to the racetrack.